Honorable guests, members of parliament, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, it is my great honor to welcome you to Mongolia and to the Parliament of Mongolia on this auspicious day of 35th anniversary of establishment of Standing Parliament of Mongolia, and also on the opening ceremony of the spring-autumn session of the Parliament of Mongolia. I would like to express my greatest gratitude to all of you for actively participating and sharing your valuable insights during the meeting of the Asian Women Parliamentarian Caucus, and also those who have supported in making this possible here in Mongolia. Our autumns are actually usually much warmer and much more beautiful than this, but this year we're starting to see the cold weather coming in soon. Probably a week later you would have seen snow. So, but we hope that this would not be a first time, that you will come more often to Mongolia and see the advancement that we have made. Gender gap is staggering around the world, and unfortunately efforts to close the gap has been stagnant. In this day and age, it's hard to fathom that we have to still continue talking about gender equality when artificial intelligence is even seen as superior. In Mongolia, we have made significant strides, but we're also seeing some decline in some of the areas. MP Jarlan has pointed out, for instance, labor participation has been in decline in the last 20 years when women are burdened with household chores and also the duty of raising children. Wage gap is also over 10%, and we're also seeing a huge difference in women at the more decision-making level. This is either at the business or at the political level. This is why it's very important that, especially that we make significant strides at the decision-making level by legislation at the parliament level. For the first time from 2012, we started to have women's quota in election law with 20%, and now we have seen an increase to 30% from the last election of 2024, now with 25% of women in parliament. This will be increased to 40% in the election law in 2028, which will make Mongolia probably the highest in Asia. We hope that this will not be just a one-time thing, that this will not only be seen in Mongolia, but across Asia with our sisters being largely represented in your parliaments in Asia as well. The 32 parliamentarians from 5 political parties have initiated a project along with UNDP and also with the support of the Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Amar Baisorlang, to increase also political participation at the subnational level as well. For the first time, we have initiated a forum for women resident representatives in June of 2025. Across Mongolia, there are 332 SOMs, which is the smallest administration unit, 21 provinces, the 9 districts of Ulaanbaatar, and the city, they all have resident representatives. Altogether, around 8,600 representatives. Out of 8,600 representatives, around 2,200 are women. This is a significant large number, around 27%. Yet at the same time, we're not seeing any increase nor much of a decrease. However, especially at the local level, women work much more closely at the grassroots organizations and also as teachers, doctors, working more closely with the people. The likelihood of being elected is actually higher at the subnational level. We hope that come 2028, more of our sisters from the subnational level will be elected into parliament to make their voices heard in the Parliament of Mongolia. Also, in the last parliament, the women parliamentarians have initiated a law and even submitted to parliament the law on supporting women businesses. However, many of our male colleagues have seen it as a breach of the constitution, that we are putting a gender difference. This was just an effort for us to define women-led business. Is it because more than 50% of the workers are women? Is it because majority of the shareholders are women? Is it because the CEO is a woman? This will allow especially loans and support from our development partners who is extending such loans, especially to women-led businesses. These efforts cannot be achieved without the support of our international partners, which is why we warmly welcome you to Mongolia even though it's in a bit of a cold climate. And we look ahead, and I believe that we will continue to expand our collaboration, share our experiences, and work together across the region to guarantee women's rights and create equal opportunities for all. Especially when we say such high esteemed women who are sitting across the table here, that we want more women's empowerment. A lot of people see it as, you're sitting in one of the highest positions a woman can reach. What more do you want? It's not because we want more, it's because we want better and bigger opportunities for our daughters and for women across the world. And we hope that you'll continue to join us and celebrate our milestones together. Thank you very much.